I wouldn't recommend using the puppet tool to add motion to this grassy area right here. It's just too small, too intricate. It's going to look really warped. The puppet tool works up here because it's the leaves on a white background, and so you're not warping that background, and so it looks pretty good. So for this grassy area, we're going to use what's called the ripple effect. So let's first turn off the leaves layer, duplicate the grassy hill layer, call this grass. Go to your effects and presets panel and type in ripple. Under distort, you have ripple, not CC ripple pulse, but ripple. Drag that onto your grass layer. And the best way to visualize this effect and many effects is to take it to an extreme and then come back. First, let's set where the center of the ripple will be. So click this little target arrow right here next to center of ripple, then go over to your composition and just click anywhere around this grass. Then crank up the radius. You can start to see that the ripples go out. Think of this as like rippling water. Then to really see how this looks, increase the wave height and even the wave width. So now you see what's actually happening. And if you play through this, you get this sort of water-like ripple effect. We're going to use this effect, make the width and height really small so that it's just kind of making the leaves and the grass flutter in the background. So let's decrease the wave width to about 8 or so, something like that. Then let's decrease the wave height to like 4 or something. Now, if we play through this, let's just put our work area to like 2 seconds so we can see this. It looks a little bit unnatural. It's moving a little bit too fast right here. So let's decrease the wave speed to something like 0.5. Remember, subtlety is the key with most things in After Effects, especially with visual effects. Okay, now with the playback, you just see a little subtle motion of these leaves, especially if you look at these ones. Let me zoom in even more. It's kind of hard for you to see because the quality is pixelated now. But it's just, if you're following along, hopefully you see just that little bit of motion. If you want more motion or you want more exaggerated motion, you can make it faster with the wave speed or increase the wave height like so. The problem right now, though, is that we have this ripple that's affecting the entire image. So even the hills back here and this pole right here and the trees in the background, we don't want that. So we want to create a mask just around these leaves right here. So first I'm going to change the height back to 5 because I like that better. Then take our pen tool, make sure our grass layer is selected, and then just click over our grassy layer like so. Okay, so now if we play through this, and if we turn off our back grassy hill layer, this is all that's being affected. And again, it's probably a good idea to add a bit of feathering just so it blends in to the background a little bit better. Another thing I would want to do is actually add a mask around this little grassy area over here. So we can create another mask. Just select the grass layer, add a little bit of a mask around these leaves over here, like so. Press F again to make sure we have that mask feather. Now, if we turn off Grassy Hill, you'll see that we have these 2 spots selected. But this ripple isn't really affecting this grass over here. So what we can do is duplicate this effect. So press Command D to duplicate it, and then change where the center is for this second part. So click the little target area, and then put it right in the middle right there. So now if we play through this, we get a little bit of motion for both parts of the grass. So if you're happy with your settings, now we turn on all of our layers, and then we play through, render and play. All right, playing through this, you get a little bit of that motion in the trees. We could continue working on this, adding motion to these leaves over here, but you get the idea for how you can make sort of a non-organic photo, a still photo, have some motion. And then of course adding our dog to it, looking like it's just sitting right there in the field. One quick tip for playback is if you want a full screen playback, just select the panel that you want to make go full screen and then press the tilde button, which is the one next to the number 1 on most keyboards, right to the left of the one below the escape key. And that makes it full screen, so you can play it back full screen. All right, I hope you enjoyed this section. You're really learning some real world applications of what you can do in After Effects. I'd love to see your own compositions and see if you did anything differently, if you were able to do some things better than me, or if you have any questions, of course, post them to the Q&A tab. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in another section.